Hello everybody, and welcome back. I'm Christo, and this is the Pacific Prosperity Campaign in House of 4 Black Ice. Thank you so much for joining me. In the last episode, I got a little bit salty about the fact that the Chinese haven't surrendered because of essentially a bug involved in this decision here. It annexes land into the Republic of China rather than just giving it to them in the way that you normally transfer territory, which means we're having some troubles. But let's slow it down to speed 2. Let's take it seriously. Let's see if we can get this W in the war in China as quickly as is plausible. Okay, so planes-wise, first off, any air bases I can put more planes in? Yes. You chappies, come over here. You know, on the bright side, we've got a lot of air experience. That's for damn sure. We are having to call that off. We are having to grind our way into the communists in the north here, which is causing us some issues, but we're getting there. We've managed to push through down here, which is good. And we are also storming away on our massive naval building project. The Tech 3 carriers and the Big Daddy battleships are under construction and will be done in 1942, at which point war with the Americans will be declared. We will have, by that point, 2 carrier task forces, 4 carriers each, both relatively modern. Should be some good stuff. We are over-importing, apparently. Let's tweak things here. We've restarted the game, so I guess various things have recalculated themselves. And there we go again. Looking... That's 22, okay. Give me some more from Germany then. A bit too much. Good. No, still too much. I'm a little confused. There we go. Okay, and then aluminium. Right, over-importing, but that's fine. So, crushing them in the south, obviously got them encircled. We've got Indochina. We've got our Marines moving down to Saigon, where they're going to be doing some training. We've got Siam as a puppet. Good stuff. You guys, that attack not working out so hot, is it? Let's pause that. We do have some fairly serious supply issues. But once these guys are beaten, I can move these troops away, and then these guys will have the all of the supply that they previously were using. So let's do a quick push in here with the double support. That should be doable. We're looking pretty thin on the ground on some of these front lines, just because the supply situation is dire, basically. I think we should... We've already got all of these ones back here motorized. We need to win down here so I can get these guys out of the supply zones, basically. Once that's happened, we're looking much better. Let's get these guys out of here with some support angles. Should be doable. Yeah, they're also suffering on supply, it's worth noting. So, it's not just us. Let's move these guys in. Okay, breaking them here, broken them here. Broken them here, very nearly anyway. Let's get the cav. Might as well just throw everyone in that's around there. And then the planes, this area has nothing going on, so if you could fly there instead. Who else is in this airbase? Yeah, if you could all fly here. And no, your range is not great, but see what we can do. Good stuff. So we're approaching, doing pretty well in army experience. Spirit of the Naval Academy we don't need again until the war actually kicks off. And we were wanting... I mean, I think reconnaissance is the way to go there. Meanwhile, we are infiltrating the American Navy, so we can try and figure out what we're up against on that front. We're up to 63% naval intel. That's pretty good. I'd love 80%, of course. Get the ship variant details, but 5 to 8 carriers. Ooh, geez. They've got about 4 Tech 3 carriers already. Aren't those the ones I'm building? No, I'm building Tech 4s. Okay, okay. So, for comparison's sake... I have... Can you not click here? Alright, you have to do it here, don't you? Carrier. Okay, I also have 4 on the on the level 3 carriers. And then on capital ships, we're behind on capital ships, basically. We have total of 10, only 2 of them level 2. They have between 10 and 18, but no level 2s, interestingly. Okay. In terms of total numbers, we're looking at, 360 for us, about the same for them. They've got a lot of submarines. I'm worried about their submarines. We've got a relatively good number of destroyers, 127. I'm pretty happy with that number. Could do with more, as well as more escorts. But we're making do. We're making do. A lot of decisions available. None that I really need to do right now, I don't think. Could do... No, I mean it's... I don't really see the need to do any of these. We lose the war support and stuff. Seems needless. Let's get them driven back here if possible. Come on, finish stuff up in the south. We need to get this done. It's obviously they're moving super slow just because it's incredibly harsh terrain that we're battling our way through. Who's still assigned here? Ah, right, yeah, the recon. Give me some long-range recon in the north. Okay, slowly breaking them here. You can probably get them here. You can cross to there. Yeah, it's just a garrison. It is in the mountains, but garrison divisions are not really equipped to actually fight much, to be honest. Okay, got them cut in half here at least. Good. We'll send one of them south to finish this off while the others two hold that line. You two, can you go straight here? You can, so we'll leave you there. Trying to break out unsuccessfully. Very unsuccessfully. Casualties-wise, China's up to 2.8 million. Pretty nuts. Alright, broken them there. Grab them here. You can help there as soon as you're through. Breaking them all the way along the line. Nice. Okay, meanwhile, if we could grab the communists' capital, that would be great. I think that would probably be enough to capitulate them. And there's not very many of them on this front, but there are some. There are certainly some. Okay, broken them here now. Good. Unassigned. Right, yes. These are the new planes that we just deployed. Which we're going to have go over here and train. Therefore, our new carriers. Our 4 new carriers, each of which have 90 slots. So there's the 360 requisite planes to fill them out. Now, if one of these guys could go over and help there, perhaps. Oh, breaking them there still. Yes, yes, good. And you, yet another support attack option. Cutting across to the side, good. Okay, they've ceased the attack here. Let's hit them now. I think that is what I should do, and then one of you guys can broaden the front. We're obviously fighting into some pretty difficult terrain here. 120,000 casualties is more than I would have liked to see on this front, for sure. There's absolutely no doubt there. But we make do with the situation we find ourselves in. We're going to get a mobile army front line here. Should be good. Alright, cutting in there nicely. And yes, looks like the communist capital will fall pretty soon. We've gone with entirely unarmored carriers. Because, and maybe people in chat could actually help me out with this. From what I could tell online, all naval strikes against ships are considered torpedoes. And therefore ignore armor. Is that correct? If it's not correct, it's too late to correct it for this campaign. So I really hope it's correct. But I would like to know. Because obviously, it's not only planes that can shoot carriers. You can have... ships can shoot them, but only basically if you've really mucked up, is my take on that. So, assuming I'm not going to really muck up, we shouldn't need any armor on the carriers. Which means we can have them with much smaller engines and much cheaper. Which is the approach that I have taken in this campaign. But who knows? Maybe I'm completely wrong and it's going to doom me. We will find out. Alright, come on. Get me that capital. We're so close now. If they capitulate, you know, it's just one thrust in here, a few more cities. Can't believe we're having to fight them all the way back into freaking this deep mountain provinces. We could have capitulated them like here. Torpedoes ignore vanilla in armor. Shouldn't be different in black ice. Yeah, but the question is not whether torpedoes ignore armor. The question is whether air attacks all count as torpedoes. Because like, if CAS attack a plane, they're not attacking it with torpedoes. You know, they're dive bombing it. But I don't know if the game actually cares about that kind of thing. All right, U10, get assigned here. They're nice and light, these. We actually haven't researched radar. I just haven't found myself with the tech available to do so. We probably should, but I don't know, to find enemy ships. I don't think we're gonna have trouble finding the enemy ships. I think they're gonna come and find us. But I should really, for my destroyers, to find American submarines. Actually, shouldn't I? Yeah, maybe we will get radar. I've been really struggling on research. We've got so much doctrine. We had to spend like 3 years doing World War I doctrine, and it's a you know, it's a whole process. There's only 2 divisions here. Let's see if we can punch through here. And are there any? There is a supply hub here, but it's not actually. It's never going to be connected to anything, so I'm not actually going to be able to use it. CAS naval attack mission also ignores armor in vanilla. Okay, excellent. That's great to know. Thank you. That pretty much confirms what I suspected then, which is that we don't need to put any armor on our carriers, as long as we still have a screening line and a what do you call it? Screening line and a capital ship line. We shouldn't need any armor on our carriers, which is good because lets them be cheaper, faster, all that good stuff. Alright, there's advanced torpedoes. I think that's the last tech I wanted to get before I redesigned my cruisers. Yeah. That's right. Okay, cool. So, time to design our new cruisers. So, first off, should have done this a bit sooner. Stop producing the old cruisers and the old destroyers. This one is actually little done enough that I don't mind cancelling it. And this escort too, so we're going to reinvent those as well. Okay. Now, let's take a look at escorts first. So escorts. I suppose the thing about escorts actually is they don't need radar because they don't need to find. They don't need to find enemy submarines. They just, you know, the submarines come to them. We're gonna give them heavy AA, one set of heavy AA. Already got the improved hull form, interwar subdivision, interwar damage control. Range only 2,700, but they're not going to have to go far. They're just trying to protect some of, you know, we've got lots of places to base them out of. And I don't really see the need to have better rangefinders. Because their light attack is not how they're killing submarines. We will give them the better hydrophone. We should maybe make them faster. Wow, you can't put armor on these things, huh? Maybe we should even give them a high angle battery. Gives them much more piercing. Not much more expensive. Yeah, let's give them a high angle battery for the AA. And then I'm tempted to give them a bigger engine. Right now they're rocking a 15,000 horsepower basic diesel engine. Could just give them the upgrade, strict upgrade, less fuel usage. Or we could give them the advanced steam turbine engine. It's only 0.1 extra. No, actually that's terrible. We'll keep them, yeah, this looks good. Keep them with the diesel engine. Then the question is, do I want to put more AA? It's only 10. It's a really small cost increase. Let's throw two Tech 2 AAs on it. Sorry, Tech 3 AAs on it. Yeah, and then, oh yeah, AA fire control for sure. So we have increased the cost by 100, but the AA going from 0.3 to 4.4 is a pretty good increase. And the depth charges are up about 50% as well. Nice. Okay, so this is a Escort T2. Good stuff. Escort improved. Should I have gone with large escort improved? Let's take a look at the large escort improved and see how that does if we make it similar. What was the range on this bad boy? I forget. Oh, this is going to have a 25,000 horsepower engine. Going with the... Do we do 1 or 2 high angle battery? You can't open 2, can you? Even if I like shift click? No. Very silly. We did 2. 2 high angle. And then the basic fire control. Good AA. And then some bunch of deck throwers. We can put a 3rd deck thrower on it. In fact, we can put, yeah. And then a bunch of... Is heavy AA even better now that we have Tech 3? No, it isn't. Okay. I think... I mean, let's say we put the 15,000. Same one as the other one. And then the range we were looking at was 3,000. I mean, what are we looking at here? 0.2 more AA. More light attack. Better range. The cost is only up by 40. So I actually kind of cocked up by putting the tech into the Escort T2, didn't I? Oh well. Slightly slower. Better depth charges. Better AA. Same reliability, better strength. Yeah, and then we could go with even faster. If I wanted to. But I don't think I want to spend the extra 100. I'm not sure the speed will make a huge difference. It's going to be faster than submarines as is. So we're going to go with this. This is the large Escort T2. We're going to obsolete the other one. Are we going to go to war on time? No, we're going to be about 6 months late because I'm going to wait for these carriers to come out in May 1942. Okay, so that's our escorts, of which I think we want 2 lines, honestly. Oh, but give me a proper, what are these? E's, yeah. Give me a normal logo. Good. Okay, and then I guess I design my destroyers now, and then maybe we don't design our new... Maybe we do have 2 types of cruisers. The scouting cruisers with radar and the battle cruisers. But let's design our cruisers. Sorry, our destroyers. So it's from the advanced is the base. And I believe we put okay, that's right, yeah. 1 depth charge thing, which is just to deal with any subs that are actually in major fleet engagements. But then the rest, I think I want to go with the improved. I mean, these are our torpedo boats, basically. So heavy gives us that. What about this? So it's less and more expensive for the deck side. But what about the center line? No, it's still worse. Okay. Well, we'll go with heavy centerline torpedoes and more heavy centerline torpedoes. And then I think as a treat after that, we're going to go with some more heavy centerline torpedoes and just make them crazy. And then they are going to want some fire controls and they'll need some AA, but not heavy AA because we're behind time on heavy AA tech. And then I think I am going to give them a lot of guns. And the sonar, and the damage control, and the interval subdivision, And the range, we're going for about... What was the range on my... These are destroyers obviously designed to be used in combat. What range do we get on these guys in the end? 4,200. And the big daddies... 3,000. So yeah, so we're going for 3,000 range, basically. So, can I do... Nah, probably long. And then we'll put the engine. It's going to be diesel. You won't be surprised to learn. We're looking for 32 knots. Yeah, 32 knots as the range. So I think we can probably go with maybe 30,000 horsepower and then lower the range thusly. Need 35,000 horsepower, looks like. No? Yeah. Yeah, 35,000 horsepower. Medium cruising range gets us to just about the same as the big daddies. Nice. Do you make Leica escort carriers? Not really. Not this game anyway. But I haven't played a huge amount of Black Ice. And this is not an anti-submarine. This is a DD. Which is what I've been calling these, I hope. Yes. So this is a Destroyer Tech 3. And this is designed to get in there in combat, shoot down as much of the enemy planes as possible, while hammering out with torpedo attack, basically. And it's costing less than these. Why is that? What have I done differently? It's cheaper. Well, I'm going to save it, and then I guess I'll look. This one had a larger engine and longer range. Less guns, though. It's very similar. Why is this more expensive? Just the larger engine? Yeah, I guess it does have 800 kilometer further range, so that makes sense. Okay, and now we're out of naval XP, so I guess we're just going to stick with these for now. We need plenty of good destroyers to screen all our big-ass ships. What is our overall naval strategy? It's a good question that I haven't really addressed very much so far because we've been quite focused on China, but step one of our naval strategy is lots of my focuses and all of our production and stuff has been focused on helping our Navy, not our Army. The Navy is the primary goal. The second stage of the strategy is we're not going to do Pearl Harbor, at least that's the current thinking. Instead, we're going to declare war on the Dutch East Indies and the British and not the Americans. I have also avoided escalate... Oh, sorry, let me just answer the door. Right. Hello again, YouTube. Where was I? Sorry, I thought I was just answering his door to take a delivery. It was, in fact, a nice little cup of tea with my uncle. Right. Research. Okay. Research. Alright, just finished the naval tech. That's right. I would like an improved sub-engine. So we can get some submarines to fight the British and Americans. I think that seems prudent. Not too concerned about most of the rest of this stuff. I do want the shell dies ahead of the war. Torpedo reveal chance reductions would also be good. Okay. We are closing up in the south here. The final battle has begun in this region. I'll just wait for that to work. And then we'll wait for that battle to conclude, I mean. And then we'll worry about where I want to send these troops. We may as well, that being the case. Just everyone who's everyone, get involved in this battle. Damn, shouldn't have reissued that order. Oh well. Okay, got this province, holding that defense, pushing into the capital, still making headway there. This attack, who sanctioned that? Ah, that was when there was just the garrison. I remember. Let's come at it from the other two angles. Should be an easy win in that case. Xinjiang is very close to capitulation themselves, which will be, sorry, Shaanxi, rather, which will be good for us. January 41. Not a bad time to win this war. We are looking at some fairly serious resistance and non-existent compliance here. We kind of need them to get going. Expand the secret police. That'll be good. Suppress resistance along the coast. Right, yeah, that'll be useful. Once they start doing these focuses, I think it would be fun if you could control your puppets more directly. Like, I want to direct their industry and their focuses and their political situation and stuff. I think that'd be fun. It might be a bit overwhelming, but at least they've got no resistance in these northern areas. Can I see resistance map mode for them? No, sadly not. Our resistance in Korea is almost non-existent thanks to the compliance. What was I thinking? Yes, so focus-wise, what can I do to help China if I wanted to? We've got occupation of China, gives them 10 stability and some equipment. And we've got the interior, which gives them more fascism and stability. And then we've got this, but that requires this as well. Gives a dockyard and naval bases, and then this gives them another 25% stability. That's pretty impressive. But the thing is, does stability even really help? Like, why do I care about their stability? Okay, it does affect resistance strength, I guess. And you know, if they could get more factories out of some of these larger cities, that'd be good. But they've got cores on some of these ones. I don't know what affects when they get cores. I guess they have some decisions that let them get cores, but who knows? Okay. Meanwhile, you guys are just short. What are you short? Oh, they've just deployed. Okay. Why are they not training? What are you short on? Oh, not enough special forces cap. Okay, fine. Stop that then. We could just train some new Tech 3 infantry, but we're very low on manpower, so I think I'm not going to do that. We could work on tanks, but I think I'd rather just beef up my air investment, if anything, at this point. Yeah, once this thing is no longer going to help these guys, we're going to be in a good spot. Okay, now planes-wise, yeah, still need these guys active here for a bit longer. Where else have I got plane range? I think if we get you lads up here, we can get the northern China front wrapped up. Then we'll be in a good spot to really concentrate the planes over these regions. That should be good. Okay, 91. Another 3 days. Not too long. We are at 74% world tension, which is pretty hefty. Really glad to see us getting this excellent intel on the Americans. Very useful. Succeeded on that infiltrate navy operation. Gives us some naval experience. Nice. I think if we just put our agents back in there, building up their spy network. Could infiltrate other things against them. Steal naval blueprints, perhaps. It will use up our naval things. We probably don't want to do that. I'm tempted to start upgrading our spy network, maybe. I really want to get to 80. No, 8 task forces, 12 task forces. Yeah. It's not really very doable. Not very useful, rather. Just number of task forces. Knowing they have 15 dockyards. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should consider building some dockyards. Shipyards, rather. How many do I have? 10. Which gives us a 20% output bonus. So to get each one gives us a 2% output bonus. So that's effectively meaning that each one is the same as one more dockyard. When you have 45 dockyards, right? Not to mention the fact you can get big ships out faster. If you had 50 dockyards, each one would be the same as having 2 dockyards. Sorry, one more dockyard. And they cost, 5 times less. So we should not build any more dockyards. If we were to build more dockyards, we should instead build shipyards. Got it. Got it. Okay, and we're starting to get some of our own refinery action, but they really don't make very much at the moment. The tech is going to help. And the oil focus is ongoing, of course. Come on, less than a day. Get me that dub, please. Why are the... Oh, no, but it's not going to take us a day because these guys aren't even in the fight. And they will be now. Damn. Another... Less than a day again, really? Wow, these guys must suck. Maybe it's just wrong. Beat them here. Yes, indeed. Moving in there. One of you guys should stop there. Okay, and also could try and attack here. At least to prevent them from reinforcing the capital. I'm going to lose that one badly, though. This means lost us 61 days. Alright, call those off. Let's rejig this a little bit. This is the region we need the planes, really. But we just don't have the range, man. It's tough. It's tough. Maybe fly from here. And this has only got 50. What are you? You're the recon? Okay, the recon can go from over here. You've got longer range. Let's have these guys come down. And do give me those ground crew bonuses. And you... The longer range one. Let's have you here. Still. Just try and wrap this up. 8 days. Come on. I have to wait so long. Let's have these guys. There's only one of them there, so should be able to push through there. And then if we could actually... Yeah, a little breakthrough to grab these victory points. That one's a 15 victory point. That could do it. No, it couldn't. Well, I don't know. There's not very many of them left. Chinese victory points, that is to say. So, let's have these guys strat redeploy in. Okay. It's such slow going, just because the infrastructure is virtually non-existent in this whole area. And obviously supply is disastrous. You know what, actually, if we motorize this one, that might spread some of the burden more effectively. And we have plenty of trucks. So maybe this one as well. Just take a little bit of the burden off some of the others there. We've got some nice railway connections. There's encryption. This is my electronic slot, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I think we are going to get radar, finally. Which will be worth it. It'll take a while, but and we're behind on decryption. We do need those as well. But yeah, starting to go down the radar tree is good. And then this one, army planes. Finally time for better recon. Oh no, we jumped. We leapfrogged that recon, didn't we? The heavy fighter, we do have a bonus for it. How is the interceptor versus the light fighter? Shorter range, less agility, but much more air attack. And higher fuel usage. Less reliability. More air production capacity used. I think some heavy fighters... Well, I don't know if heavy fighters would really be very advantageous, honestly. I think I can't do this, right? Yeah. Ho-hum. I think, yeah, better recon. No, we leapfrog that tech. Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess it's got to be heavy fighters then. Because I don't really want the medium bombers. The light bombers, rather. Because we'll just be using naval bombers for the missions that they would be carrying out. And then, yes, the new recon. Let's go straight over to those. And these are basically just submarine finders, basically. We'll switch over to that. Good. Okay, and I will go back to speed 3, because this is just becoming... it's absurd. I need to push in here. Get some of these provinces taken at long last. Finally moved in here. Good. Let's launch an attack here. And support it all we can. In fact, you know what we could do? We could try and attack here. Get behind them. What do you reckon? Could work. It's looking a little bit touch and go at the moment. Yeah, no, that's looking a little bit unfavourable. We'll come in from this direction. That's fine. Hold. You two can both support that one. Good. The more we compact them, the worse their supply situation is going to get. We have busted in here. Let's send all 3 infantry in there. All 3, you know, locally available infantry. God, it's taking so long. 5 days, huh? Alright. Do need to, unfortunately, get these guys training. Prince Tohito retires. Chief of the army and theorist. He gives us 2.5% attack and 2 match planning. And is he a theorist that we're using? No. Right? Definitely no? No. And what would we replace him with? Division recovery rate. Division recovery rate's not bad. So, sure. That's fine. He can go. And we'll get the division recovery rate in his place. I'm okay with that. That's not a problem. It does cost us a bunch of political power, of course, but division recovery rate is so strong. And Juco declares independence. I don't think it did. It keeps telling me that it did, but it really didn't. Not sure what's going on about that event. Alright, we've got cutting in here. You're moving in. You should move across in that case. We've got 2 divisions in here or just 1? Yeah, we do have 2. Alright, the more orged one. Let's cut even deeper. You just push in behind their lines, worsen their supply situation. Anything we can do. And then this infantry push, I think, might be able to push him. Alright, finally got him down here. So this infantry army, I need you guys to just push off, basically. Get out of here. Marines, same deal. I need you all to go to Saigon. You have bad supply, really? It seems so unlikely. How are you struggling on supply? Okay, rather than just go in one province in Saigon, then why don't you garrison this whole region? Maybe then you'll fret about supply less, and you should be in this army. You can go here. Good. Okay, and now the motorized army can hold, and they don't think they have room for any of them to go north. Okay, in which case, just spread out. And do so at pace. They're not doing it at all? Okay. In that case, go garrison the coast down here. There must be supply room for you down there, surely. Yes, good. Okay, moving in here ever so slowly. And actually, let's steal this guy's. Who's here? 16? You're actually overstacked. Okay. Let's think then. What have we got? 9. Let's try and improve this. God, this front line is heinous. Well, I want to let these guys finish their moves, so maybe we won't fix it. Ideally, we just win the freaking war. Then I don't have to move these front lines around. That's obviously the ideal scenario. There's improved army HQ. Nice. Do want to press on with those, if possible. What did that give me? 6 more org. General size up. Experience gain, coordination. Nice. Keep on pressing on. Beauty. And yeah, we'll spend the army XP for sure. Yeah, I'm really enjoying Black Ice recently. It's been good. I did do some Hearts of Iron 3 Black Ice as well, but didn't end up finishing the campaign. I really like the concept of the way that the Navy and Air Force work in Hoi 3, but they do grind me down a bit. You need to be keen, basically. Artillery training techniques and artillery command. I don't think that's a high enough priority. I think I'd rather get some operational support stuff. The weekly war support. And then the recovery rate and supply grace and capture ratios and all that stuff. All really nice. Let's get that. Yeah, the absence of air zones. It's really cool in the 3, but there needs to be a way to automate it. Even with the I do really like the system, but without any way to automate it for like stuff like just defense, when you don't really care about, you know, if you're doing like a specific raid or something, that can be really cool the way the air works. But if you're just trying to defend a certain region, it's extremely laborious to set up and to keep track of how your defense is going. I'll go to the British Raj. No, that's fine. Okay. Alright, you're coming in 5 days. There's quite a few of them here. I think we can probably get them though. Yep. Should be a pretty easy win there. And then we're finally out of this air zone. You guys should definitely be in this air zone. You guys should all fly here for a sec. Yeah. Where's my other recon? Here it is. It's got okay range from there. And U90. Damn, looks like someone sabotaged this one. That's annoying. Okay, 3 dockyards as we complete the old ships. For now, just give me more destroyers. I want to make sure we have a really nice, good coverage there. Okay, they are pushing us here, but we've got lots of reinforcements moving in. Should be fine. You know what we could also do? We could reveal the intel on China. But it's just, I don't know, the revealing intel bonus is not very good. I feel like I'd just rather hang on to the decrypted cipher. It's such a longer term bonus, you know? Right, now, once we've taken here, if we can cross this river, then we'll be in a really good place. But it's going to be tricky. Meanwhile, we have successfully cut in here. These low org guys can immediately start moving again. It's going to be tricky, but once this guy reorgs... God, look how fast he's reorganizing. That is nice. And so he can support attack like so. And one of these chappies can take the south road. There's synthetic oil focus. Nice. Synthetic oil focus, excuse me. Nice. Maybe, yeah, a radar bonus could be nice. 60% bonus on radar. Stability. I think we need to get the 0. We need to work towards this. 0, Army Air Innovation, and new fighter and bomber programs. They're all up here, right? New fighter bomber is here. 0. Then what's the other one? Sorry, that's the wrong one. Where was I looking? Yes, here. Army Air Innovation. Army Air. Right, that's this one. We can get that one straight out. Okay. Fine, but that's the one we're going to do last because it's slower. So give me the 0, and then we'll use that to actually invent the 0. Which actually, now I think about it, probably should have done a little while ago. Yeah, damn. It's already available. Okay, we'll do it after this focus. You guys... Let's try this, actually. There's no river crossing there, so if we can cut around... I just need this freaking capital, and then we can finally start to get some headway against them. Meanwhile, over here, looking okay. These guys driven back. Could do a full frontal here. It's looking okay. It's looking okay. Let's try that. Yeah, it's just the supply situation is getting much better now. These guys are no longer a problem. Let's just move them. Right, you can't strat redeploy when you have armies from multiple units from multiple armies selected. I forget. Barbaric. Okay, new slot. Probably time to start thinking about kind of super heavy piercing shells and or maybe new naval bomber. Yeah, that's the ticket. Give me the new naval bomber. So we can pivot over to that. Struggling there, but we now do have full control over this area. So these Cass, there's nowhere for them to go really, is there? Can fit most of them into this air zone. Any of you that have remote range can come up here, but most of them don't. Maybe from here, just about. But it's a long way off. This is an air zone. I mean, an air base. But we're not going to be able to quickly cross that, I don't think. Alright. These guys can reorganize on the front, not going straight across. And then we can maybe try another crossing. Mayhap like this. That seems like a nice one. We can come at them with 175 width. More free dockyards. Plow them into destroyers for now. What have we got on escorts? Only 2 on escorts actually. Give me escorts. Need enough to hold back the... Right, yeah, and I want these guys training. I need the naval experience so I can design my cruisers. Yeah, blitzing through here now. Pretty well anyway. Nice. Got 3 guys just standing here doing nothing. 2 of them can charge forward. In fact, let's have them attack here. With support. Good. Okay. Air wings with no missions. Got some fighters over here that are out of range. Okay. Well, just take the mission away and have them fly home, basically. I'll use this as just the waiting area. Are you guys trained up all the way yet? No. Some of you are. We'll have them stop exercising once they're fully trained. We don't want to waste the fuel. We're still gaining fuel, even with my navy exercising. That's pretty impressive. We are importing a lot right now, but still, that seems pretty good. Sorry, punch the mic. Alright, yeah, cutting in here successfully. Very nice indeed. Yeah, never having escalated the war is obviously making this way harder than it needs to be, but resisting raising the US war support, I think, is worth it. What's the situation in Europe, by the way? Okay, right, fairly standard. Stabilized under the Axis style front lines. Got it. Industrial, huh? Lowering stability for more factory output and dockyard output. We have resisted this so far just because our stability has been kind of bad. But I think this is probably worth it. I mean, at the end of the day, stability doesn't give that much factory output for 5%, so give me that. We've got concentrated 4 coming in real soon. Nice. Let's pin them here. It's going to be expensive in lives, that attack. Damn, I should have allowed the attack to continue from the south, shouldn't I? Yeah, okay, don't pin them there. We'll just have to break them several more times. If you come across, and you come across to here, because they'll be able to move from here much faster without the river crossing. Still actually slower, because I had to go and issue that order wrong. Oh well. Breaking them here is good. Move forward into the city. There's concentrated 4. That's very nice to have, of course. This requires military production. Ah, right, this one, yeah. Cap plus 15% air production per capacity. This is crazy good. Definitely need that. Definitely need that as a matter of extreme urgency. We are attacking up here, even though it kind of leaves our flanks a little sketchy. Push them back here. Okay, going in there, okay. If you wanna... One of you wants to turn this way when you get in. Getting there, getting there, getting there, getting there. Once we cross this river, things are going to improve. And yeah, supply situation, much, much improved here now. That's fantastic. Okay, we can demotorize here. You guys really struggling on supply? Still? Alright, fine. Delete your orders. Go hang out here. You must be able to get enough supply here. There's 60 freaking supply already there. Okay. Embargo Belgium. Why? They don't exist. What would be the point? To what end? It's going down here. Good. Get him in there. Alright, slowly but steadily. Slowly but steadily we make headway. We're having to grind. But we're getting there. Really grind. There's the improved sub-engine. Okay. There is a bunch more doctrine we need. Let's get some carrier doctrine. I think that's kind of urgent that we start making headway there. 'Cause, you know, we can have all the carriers we want, but if we don't have any doctrine to support them, then it's no good. All right, capital here. Finally able to attack it from 3 non-river crossing locations. Let's throw everyone in that you can in there. Meanwhile, up here, making progress towards these deep Chinese victory points. Good stuff. And here, we did indeed push them out there. Let's see what we can do to get them all the way back to that river line here. Good. If you want to support in, we're probably already at cap, yeah. But probably because they're doing their darn... Oh, no, actually. Yeah, a bit of ambushes, etc., but they're holding. Yugoslavia has joined the Allies, no surprises there. Okay, fuel still going up. Let's have our whole main battle fleet also drill. Do exercises even. I need the XP. Once we get to 60, we'll design that cruiser. No longer doing winter heating. Good. Okay, there's the 0 and the improved headquarters. Could go straight on to the next 0 as well, maybe. Right, so for this, we do need new fighter and bomber programs, right? Just to be totally sure. Yes. Okay, so we need new carrier aircraft as well. And I'm tempted to switch to the 0, to researching the 0, but extra suppression would be good. We're not really going to use, we're probably not going to use mechanized infantry. At least not soon. Could get the assault naval one. They're just better at cities and amphibious. I don't think we need that. Artillery wise, yeah, improved light artillery. We can get that. That's short tech though. I'd rather have one that's a longer tech. Better AA. Oh yeah, we're behind on AA. Let's grab the let's grab some AA upgrades. Okay, now you two. We should probably send you over here. I know it's tough range-wise, but that's where we need you right now. You guys want to start trying to press some of these crossings. That one with a fort is a bit of a tough ask. But with these two of us coming here, and if you can cross here and come behind them, could happen. Could happen. Okay, unfilled import requests. We actually having problems? Not really. Germany, don't need your steel anymore. I guess we've captured some. Raj, don't need your rubber. Ditto. And Chico, may as well keep taking your aluminium. Okay. New decisions. Fight United. Don't have much better to spend the political points on right now. We are about to lose stability, so sure, let's do a We Fight United. Get some crank up some stability. Okay, capital finally looking set to fall. Really having to grind through here. It's crazy how much it slows down when you get to these really heavily low infrastructure regions. Really quite dramatic, the shift. It's been 3 months. We've moved like 2 tiles. It's absurd. And I mean, to be clear, by absurd I just mean it kind of feels absurd. It's perfectly reasonable. Let's see if we can actually get a bit of an encirclement going here. They've got 2 good defense, it looks like. Gotta just keep hitting them from the multiple angles and not going for encirclements so far. Let's hit them here. Good. Okay. Really? Chinese Soviet Republic, you're still not surrendering? The thing is now, by the time they do surrender, they're going to have like 1 tile left. Ooh, they've actually pushed me back here. Well, that's not acceptable. I thought you were going to win this one. You guys just have to go straight back, I guess. Okay. Capped at 100 war support. I don't think there's a really good way we could spend war support productively at the moment. Could be wrong, though. God, yeah, we're barreling through 2021. Sorry, 1921. 1941, rather. Okay. Broken them there. Good. That might be enough to make them surrender. Alright, this tile might make them surrender. If not, I suspect this one will. And yeah, Wings with no mission. You guys can all stand down on the... Not you. Stand down on the exercises. Oh no, they're still gaining some. Okay, no, we'll leave them for a bit longer then. Alright. What else can I do? I could drill the escorts. Alright, we probably have enough now, actually. Let's take a look at cruisers. So, light cruiser. I don't think we're going to build... Well, we might build heavy cruisers, but... They'd be large cruisers anyway. But what we'll do with large cruisers, basically, is once the big daddies are deployed, we'll think about using their capital capacity to build some large cruisers that we'd still be able to have, you know, built in a relevant time frame. So we're working right now with the improved cruisers. Wow, which is actually 2 techs behind. That's not great, is it? Right, no radar still. Cruisers, I think they should have a bit of this. And we'll put some spotting on them. And some hydrophones. Can I not put hydrophones on cruisers? Huh. Ooh, advanced damage control for them. Nice. And advanced subdivision. When did I invent these? I better go back and switch them out for other things. Or maybe you just have them for... Maybe you get them differently for different ships. I'm not sure. Improved AA fire control. Really good fire control. We're going to go with not a huge main gun battery. Maybe an 8 main gun battery. We want to go with the advanced battery, of course. Yeah, the bigger advanced battery. So these are designed to blap enemy destroyers, basically. And then also, you know, some mad torpedo attack. And some many of these. Oh, here's where we can put sonar. Good. We should put sonar on them, I think. And then armor-wise, imagining advanced is the best. Yep. And AA, yeah, we'll put some high angle, some advanced, quite a lot of high angle batteries on them. It's lowering our light piercing, but it's okay. And then armor, we're going to go as not that thick armor, basically. I think maybe 113. Something like that. Expensive. Don't get me wrong. Then engine, yeah, we will go diesel. Let's see what we're looking at here. Because range, we're still looking for that 3,000 range. So we can actually go, yeah, medium short. And then... struggling to get up to speed here. Okay. What's hurting my speed? Number of guns. Could go down to a 6-gun main battery, maybe. It's still not making a huge difference. could, I guess we have to thin the armor a bit. Maybe 100. Oops. 100 and only 45 deck. There we go. Because I do want them on diesel rather than steam, just because the steam uses so much more more stuff. And then how are we looking relative stats wise? We're looking at a light attack, massive light attack increase, slight torpedo decrease. We don't put the depth charges on them, so we don't have a torpedo attack decrease. Yeah, torpedo attack increase, same kind of speed, lower range because we're just going with a relatively short range navy. Huge strength increase, huge armor increase, good AA increase, good reliability increase, fuel use decrease. Alright, yeah, that looks good. This is a light cruiser CM. And we will call it light cruiser T2. T2. I spelled cruiser wrong there. Am I going crazy? Cruiser. That is how you spell cruiser. Okay. Yeah, light cruiser T2. Boom. And then the old ones should, yeah, stop. As they already are. We're not going to have very many of these, I imagine. Let's stop one of the production lines of destroyers and swap it over to these. At least 2 production lines of cruisers, I think. And then, yeah, we probably do want some heavy cruisers, but we won't worry about inventing them just yet. And I'm going to keep the Navy exercising because we have the fuel to do it. So I'm not too concerned about that. This is my sub-reserve, yeah. Okay, the push continues. I really want to beat him this episode. I really, really do. Issue an ultimatum against Turkey. It annoys them, we get some political power, sure. I'm not sure. No, you know what? I'm just not going to be negative. Why be negative? Okay, pushing in here. Good. Yeah, I have pushed them back here. This is the province we need. If we can get this province, that might be enough. 15 victory points. They haven't got very many victory points left, period. So that might well be all that's required. Get them, get them, get them. Alright, pushing them back. Struggling. Struggling. Oop, hello. Stop that. Might have allowed us a way in here, actually. Send these guys back. Back like so. Good work. Got all our planes in the right region. Got no spare airbase slots. We're even overstacking slightly, unfortunately. Let's take you down to 50. Gonna mostly fix it. Merge these two. Don't want to take them down too much because they're so experienced. Take you down to 80. Okay. The capitulation of China. Oh my god, I didn't even notice because I was messing with the thing. Thank god. Alright. Let me save because we need to see what these actually do. Cap. Holy hell. Thank you. Okay. Capitulation of China. The Imperial Japanese army is victorious. The Republic of China has surrendered. So why did that happen? They're not at 100%, but anyway. The government has been dissolved. We expect continued partisan resistance for the foreseeable future. We must decide whether or not to give full control of our conquered land to our newly formed puppet government. Let reorganized China govern everything. Annex the coastline of China. We will take it all. So there's some factories on the coastline, and right now they give us 65% of their military and 25% of their civilian. And of these coastline provinces, I should be able to see which of them they have core and which they don't. Surely, somehow. Can I not see that somehow? Where do I see that? Like these provinces, this one is not cored and this one is cored. Is that right? No. But why is there this line here? Well, let's experiment. If we annex the coastline of China, is it going to give us from these guys still, or just the stuff from China? Let's see what happens. Annex the coast. Annex the coast. So it gives us this. And then we're going to have the, resistance compliance stuff. And it's going to cost us a huge amount of... Well, not a huge amount. Let's just see. I will go back and check. It's going to cost us 8,000 gear. We get, quite a large number of factories here. But in the short term, I have to imagine, if we look at occupied territories, our stuff that we have occupied on... It's interesting that we count as some controlling the reform government, some controlling this. Right now, we're getting 7% of the factories and 3% of the resources. Obviously, that might be because we don't have garrison fulfillment right now. But we won't, not for the foreseeable future. So I think we give it all to them. And then we just, exploit them. Because they should be able to get a fairly substantial amount of it. I mean, obviously that number would ramp up as compliance grew, but it would take a long time for compliance to grow. And we'd only get any compliance when we had enough garrisons. So we'd have to put a serious amount of our industry towards producing garrisons. And they'd, hurt our manpower in the long term. I think we give it all to them. We give it all to our China. And then they'll just give us, some of it. And they'll have to worry about all the garrison stuff. The annoying thing about that is that we don't get to kind of work out how much, we don't get to take control of their garrison policies and all that kind of thing. But also they have focuses which will help them with it. So that might make up for the fact that they're probably going to do it, badly. And we get plenty of the resources off them because we can import them for practically no cost. But we'll see. I mean, I'll apply it and then we can see what the effect is. Alright, yeah. Let them govern everything. Which also actually gives them this province here, interestingly. Which is annoying, because I think I had a bunch of compliance there. But then, what have they got caught? That's what I want to know. I don't know what this internal line means. This is not the boundary between their cores and their non-cores. New decision. Naval and Army war games are outlawed again. Right, so we're at peace. Which means our stability is going to crank. Is it going to make us want to... requires 50% war support when at peace. Okay, fine. So we're, that's not a problem. Maybe we do want to do army war games and stuff. No, we have lots of experience. I think we're okay on those. Can I do can I do more, the one where you gain more operatives now at peace? I don't think I can. Okay, so do we still have the Marco Polo Bridge incident spirit, by the way? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, we do. That's funny. Okay, so first off, let's demotorize all of this. None of this is needed. We have huge numbers of trucks that we don't need right now. Let's lower the number of factories on that. And then just look around any other motorized ones. Yes, there's one. There should be an easier way to do this, by the way, but I'm not going to complain about it because I'm being positive. Wouldn't it be nice if there was an easier way to do this? Okay, not motorized any of them. Good. Okay, so now we can get, what, 16 men in an army? Okay. Get my crack troops in these first two armies. In fact, most of you can go to this one. Okay. So here are 3 infantry armies. And let's put all of the really good divisions under this chappy. And then we'll rank them like order of quality. Can I sort by this? Oh, you can. Nice. That's a really cool feature. Okay, so you have some 4-tick ones. Well, this guy has, yeah, some 4-tick ones. Okay, and you have couple good ones. Send them over. A little bit annoying you have to redo the filter every time. But oh well. There we go. Okay. So, our men will return to Japan for a well-earned break. You can come here. You can come here. You can come here. And you can go here. Okay. And also, looking at these infantry numbers, your Marines, your mobile, I think 4 infantry armies is about right. So maybe we should get 14 more infantry. Right, we don't have the manpower. I remember now. You know what we should do? We should start deploying some Chinese troops. These guys have plenty of manpower. We should set up a reformed Republic of China troop template. Can't I make a new one here? Or do I have to build it from this? I guess I have to build it from this. Okay, so I'm going to just make this as good as my... What's the difference between Tech 2 and Tech 3 again? Tech 3 has anti-air and signals. Okay, so I'm going to make this as good as my Tech 2 is the idea. Can I view 2 of these at once? No. But I can find a Tech 2 one and open its template. Okay, so I just want to make these match, basically. They already do? Ah, because I've opened the wrong one. That'll explain it. Okay, so get me artillery, 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 and then this will be removed. Infantry, 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 infantry. Does that match? No. We need, what do we got here? 10. We got 12. Okay. Infantry, infantry. Okay, and then it's also got support anti-tank. We might want to add. We might want to start thinking about building some anti-tank. In fact, we definitely should to fight the Americans, but not a high priority. So, what else we got? Support anti-air, which we're not having in these guys currently. You're using cav reconnaissance, whereas these guys are just using reconnaissance. And then that's an engineer company, engineer company. Okay, so cav reconnaissance, maintenance attachment, logistics department cav. The car one is actually not any better, right? It doesn't help with more logistics. No, it's just, it seems strictly worse. I guess it's faster. It's very odd that it doesn't show speed in this tooltip, by the way, unless I'm just blind. Or, you know, missing it. You can have a cav. Oh, they've got a car field detachment. Why is that? We should switch that to cav rather, because again, this is, it's just as good. It just uses more fuel. Oh no, the trickleback is actually higher on this. Okay. We'll go with car then. Combat engineer, are you better motorized? They are a bit, but the fuel usage is substantial. Okay. So that matches now. I'm pretty sure. Looks right. The stats are higher, but that's probably just because this one is in bad supply or something. Okay. 95 army experience to get that done. Pretty expensive. And what are they giving me percent-wise? 50%. Okay. It's not as good as it could be, but this is a Chinese Tech 2. Tech 2, rename it. Good. Give me some of them at a much lower manpower cost. And then what we might want to do is actually switch some of these over to gain the manpower. And would we lose experience doing this? They suddenly became extremely experienced. I imagine that won't last. Yes, indeed it won't. Well, we'll let them get home and then we'll experiment more with that. Right, so resources, we're short steel, but if we wait a second, I think the Reformed Government of China is going to have more for us. We'll wait for the daily tick. Also go speed 3. You guys still struggling with supply? What's going on? How about if I motorize this hub? You happy now? Still no? Alright, invalid idea. Got rid of. China doesn't want to trade with us. That's fine. Okay. looking pretty good. Industry-wise, can I see how much industry I'm getting from these chappies? Can't I see it somewhere? Yeah, so we're getting 16 consumer good factories from subjects. And 26 from subjects. Nice. Probably some of that is coming from Manchukuo as well, but they claim to have 7 military factories, so surely I'm not getting them. Alright. New decision timeout, diplomatic efforts. Okay, good. Well, I think this is a fine moment to call it a pause. We may switch over a bunch of our troops to the Chinese template to try and save us manpower, because we're pretty short on manpower. But yeah, let's take a pause and move to in the next episode. Obviously, it's time to start laying some plans for the Pacific War. Until then, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.